Welcome everybody. It's Nick and Jaycob. You know us from the Night Crew podcast. We're here to talk about a show we used to do called the Dipple Shit List. Now you're about to listen to one of those episodes. We used to upload it to SoundCloud. Dipple Shit List is basically me, Nick, and our good friend Josh watching movies that are so bad that they're considered good. Now we have a tier list from 6 to 1. Each one has a criteria, and so we're about to go through those just to give you a little insight so you have some knowledge when we put a certain movie in that certain tier, what it means to be in that tier. So we're just going to go through them. Alright, this is all written on old-fashioned paper.
Oh wow, paper.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's
These kids don't know anything about that.
Yeah, they haven't seen paper in a fucking while.
Alright. So we're gonna go from 6 to 1. Right now, we're talking about 6. This is honorable mentions. These are films that are conscious of what they're doing. They know that they're bad. And the other ones basically lack that consciousness, right?
Yeah.
So tier 6, honorable mentions, we have Toxic Avenger, Class of Nukem High, Surfer Nazis Must Die, Windy City Heat, Nightbreed, Dead Alive, Street Trash, and Star Pulse. Now, moving on to tier 5. These are films that are so bad that they're a masterpiece.
A masterpiece, and probably quotations, quote-unquote masterpiece.
No.
I wouldn't even
Get those quotations out of here.
Oh, God, no.
These are, the films follow Cabin Boy, Hip Hop Witch, and I Am Here Now.
They're more like a warning sign. Like, you just don't want to go near them.
Yeah, you said it best. They're a test of endurance test. Okay, moving on, we have tier 4, which these films are pretty bad, but they have a few commendable parts. Maybe about 2 of them that are worth watching. We have Garbage Pail Kids, Howard the Duck, and Psychomania. Anything else on tier 4 you want to add?
Nope.
Alright, moving on, we have tier 3. These are films that have a little more of those parts, you know, they're scattered throughout the film. A little bit more enjoyable, a little easier to watch. As the tiers go on, they're, you know, easier to watch. This is Ouija Board Experiment 2, Asian Schoolgirls, Birdemic, Night Train to Terror, Cheerleader Massacre, Fateful Findings, Samurai Cop 2, and Poultrygeist. Now, tier 2. These are, I say, the easiest tier to watch. You gather a group of friends, show them, you know, everyone have a good time. A lot of funny parts, a lot of, you know, awkward acting, stuff like that. You want to add anything there to tier 2?
Mostly funny, but lacking lore.
Yeah. So we have Samurai Cop, Troll 2, Ouija Board Experiment 1, Protector 2, Deadly Prey, Deadliest Prey, and Jason X. Now, moving on to tier 1. These are the cream of the crop, tip of the iceberg, the bee's knees, cat's pajamas, so on and so forth. These are movies that are hilarious. Every other line is something awkward. It's funny. Not only that, but it has a very in-depth lore behind the film as well. So you can watch the film, but then you can continue to dive into it, reading how it was made and whatnot.
An extra layer behind it.
Yeah, it's like a big old onion.
Big old onion, yes.
To quote Shrek.
And it smells like shit.
It's delicious. We have The House, the Japanese film. I don't, there's a couple movies out there.
We're probably gonna get shit for that one because it's a Criterion film.
You know, fuck them. The House, Food Fight, Miami Connection, Deadly Friend, and the infamous The Room. So, all those have lore. As we said earlier, you know. So, right now, that's all the films we have on the Dipple Shit List. We hope you enjoy this episode of us talking about it. We're gonna start adding more of these every now and then to the Night Crew podcast channel.
Yeah.
So, anything else, Nick?
Jaycob is wrong in this episode, and he's wrong in, I want to say, like, many of the episodes, but just
spoiler alert. Nick tends to
keep
be
an open mind. All
Nick
right?
tends to be an asshole in the majority of
look at his
in
point
all
of view and try to understand
episodes. Okay.
his mindset. Okay.
Anyways, if you're a fan from the old SoundCloud uploads, we want to say welcome to the Night Group Podcast. Go ahead and check out some of the episodes that we have there from our origin stories.
Yeah, we shot most of them. I think Silent Night, Deadly Night's probably... Oh no, it was Star Pulse was the last one. Sorry.
Yeah, so we'll edit some and we'll put some on to the channel here.
Yeah.
In Trip Dip fashion, these are raw, uncut, no edit, no funny jokes that you're used to in the Night Crew Podcast.
Yeah.
So enjoy, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back in the flesh. It is the Triple Dipple shit list. Round of applause. By popular demand, we're back and we're stronger than ever. Today's film for the Triple Dipple shit list is, drumroll, Jason X. Now, I was outvoted to watch this movie. I didn't want to watch this.
Now, Jacob was really excited to see this. I was like, Jacob, you want to see this piece of shit? But he was like, grabbed me by the collar. And
I can't stand another day of not watching it.
Now, if you listen to our past Trip Dip episode, we talked... Oh, wait, no. Our Night Crew episode.
Oh!
You fucked up. We're in the same universe.
I'll edit that out. If you listen to our last Night Crew podcast, we talked about Trip Dip and bringing it back. By popular demand, all the fans out there on Twitter, Facebook, Friendster, Instagram, the whole 9 yards. Every social media you could think of, we were getting contact.
I was buried in fan mail, dude.
Buried in, oh my god.
Like crazy.
Oh my god. Anyways, so we're back. We just finished watching Jason X. Now, little backstory from Jason and everyone's previous watches to the series.
Should all know this guy by now.
But I don't. This is my first viewing of any Jason movie. Now, Nick has said he's only seen portions of each movie.
Now, if I can talk...
Go ahead.
Finally.
I'm going to allow you to talk. Use it wisely.
Okay, so I never watched a full, one movie by itself. I've only watched just parts of it.
But you say that Freddy vs. Jason's your favorite.
Freddy vs. Jason is my favorite. I don't know about Josh. Josh says...
have you seen that one in its entirety?
Oh, I've seen it multiple times.
Freddy vs. Jason, that's a fucking gem right there.
So that's one that you have seen in its entirety?
Multiple times.
Okay, that's the only one you've seen in its entirety?
In its entirety, from start to finish, yes.
And multiple times?
No.
Thank you. Alright, and Josh is the horror movie expert here. He's seen, I want to say, all the Jasons, is that correct?
Roughly every Jason at least once.
Alright, so you have someone who's never seen any of them, someone who's only seen parts of them, and then someone who's seen all of them.
The connoisseur of horror films.
You got the whole trinity here.
The Holy Trinity.
The Holy Trinity. The dummy, the partial dummy, and the expert. Right here. So
that's what I'm here for.
Who wants to give the big old recap of Jason X?
Well, finally, I would like to ask Josh to explain Jason X.
Here we go.
Who can really explain this movie? Because this one's fucking hard.
Yeah, no.
Jason is just fucking... He's held captive in a prison.
Nick will call to Josh to explain it, and then I'll explain it anyways.
No, hold on.
I'll try. Josh is gonna try.
Come on.
Okay, simple words. Jason in space. That's what this movie is.
Okay.
Jason
so we
space.
find our character, Jason, locked up by some government facility, and he's been captive. They try to kill him multiple times. They find the best way to do it is to freeze him.
They realize he's Wolverine, and they want
to
then they want to experiment on him.
Basically, they find out he's Wolverine. They say, okay, we can't kill someone who's so valuable who can regenerate themselves. The best way we can do it is just freeze them and put them in... what?
Well, I'd like to add something here.
Go ahead.
Or sorry, you were going to say
something?
I was going to say, the problem was, the the government wanted to take him so they can test him and experiment on him.
Yes.
Oh, well, I thought it was funny. If it was for money, they tried like 10 different times to kill him, just to realize, like, guys, so we can make some money off of him.
So they realize they can make some money off of him. They decide just to lock him up, and then they decide to freeze him, put him in a sense of stasis.
Because he escapes.
And then when they're trying to freeze him, this girl who works for the government as well ends up getting frozen with him.
Yeah.
And then fast forward 455 years, and this team of students and a robot finds Jason and said girl, bring them back to life, take them to their spaceship, and now we have our movie. Jason becomes alive.
Now we have our
Starts
motion.
his killing spree.
Starts killing on the spaceship.
He starts killing pretty early. I'm surprised how early
he really
kills.
does.
He
Hey, that's
smashes that
typical
bitch's
Jason
face.
movie.
Yeah, well, I mean,
It really takes off really quick.
the blonde chick I thought was going to be, and I've seen this before,
Okay.
and I totally forgot that.
But only in parts.
As I said before,
Okay.
I didn't know that she was going to die that soon. I totally forgot that she did.
This
I
trip
forgot how brutal that
episode
shit
will
was.
have
Smash her fucking
this trip
face
tip episode will have spoilers. Just a heads up.
Yeah, in case you have your Jason X on your queue for so long.
You haven't seen it yet.
You gotta fucking. This is not the episode. You
I
should be
think there's one
listening
person out there who's like listened to every single trip tip episode who's just like ecstatic that like we're doing another one. They're just
He
like
posted on Facebook.
He's like, guys, they're back, and like everyone's like, shut up, Timmy, or whatever the fuck his name is.
Who the
Delete
fuck
his
are you
post.
talking about?
Yeah, delete. He's trying to tell his mom, like he's talking to everyone, trying to find someone who cares.
Mom, Dad. Trip tip is
Anyways,
back.
so Jason starts to murder.
Josh is going to explain it again.
Jason starts to murder. I could only imagine the X stands for extreme because they don't explain what the X stands for at all.
Well, you know, he's an X version of himself.
Yeah, it's the
He's
extra version
extreme.
of Jason. Yeah, and it's
'cause
10
after-
movies.
after
This
they-
is the 10th movie, right?
That's what I said. Extreme.
Maybe.
I said extreme.
No,
That's
but
what-
it's the 10th movie.
10th movie. Let's see.
Yeah, right?
It has actually. I think that really might be it.
It might be
Is-
it, right?
So 1, 2,
Jason
3,
Go to
4,
Hell and then
5,
Jason
6,
X.
7.
So-
Yeah, Jason Go to Hell.
as I
is
was
the
saying-
10. That is exactly why
Yes!
we cracked the
Yes!
fucking case.
Cracked the fucking case.
End of the episode. Good night, guys.
Fucking holy shit.
So you guys think it's because it's the 10th film, and in the Roman numerals, X stands for 10.
That is legitimately the
That
reason
is
why. I just counted
factual?
every single movie.
Yeah,
Are you sure it's not because he's extreme?
Oh.
No.
Uh,
What does he do that's extreme in this movie?
What
Extreme
exactly,
murders?
What
Murders
exactly
in
is
space?
extreme?
These are pretty tame compared to his normal murders.
Are they? Well, I wouldn't know. So
I mean,
He punched that dude's head off in Manhattan. Wait, he does it in this movie.
is that the only part you saw?
That is. And him getting killed at the end.
Oh, okay.
Spoiler, really specific.
Spoiler
he does
alert.
kill
Oh
a
my
person
God.
with a belt buckle on a tree.
Yes.
So that was pretty stupid.
Yes. Yes.
So let's get down to it.
Actually, the two chicks, remember when he was like
Oh,
swinging them on each other?
Yes, it's great. I love it. I love
let's-
this movie.
Let's cut to the chase. Josh, do you have any information about said Jason X film you want to drop on us?
Well, this
Any,
one was pretty much just made because they needed to make. It had been so long since Jason Goes to Hell.
So this one is filler, and like I was saying earlier, it's not canon in the Jason series, as far as what I've been explained. That it's Jason Goes to Hell, and then that sets up Freddy versus Jason, which was after Jason X.
Well, how long was Freddy
Well-
Goes to Hell and Jason X?
I think it
Uh,
said 24
8
years.
No, it's been 8 years. Or
Okay.
it was,
Well, I was
8-year.
close. Well,
There's an 8-year difference, but only they felt like, or they think they had to release some type of movie.
so they didn't want
Because-
Jason to get stale. People forget about him.
Probably because Freddy vs. Jason was in development. How like just both the studios that own the rights to the characters, they couldn't come up with a plot that they agreed on.
And the plot that he got from Freddy vs. Jason is actually pretty plausible.
Yeah.
That and Alien vs. Predator has been the longest kind of like how. I mean, since Predator 2 is kind of like, how do we get these two?
Which is a nice
properties
segue
together?
to say that this movie seems to have a lot of alien inspiration.
Now,
Okay. Yes.
go on.
Well, like I said, this movie has a lot of Aliens inspiration.
Josh.
Well, I didn't see a single alien, so I don't know how you see
That's
it.
true too. I take back what I said. Never mind. No, but seriously, about the whole ship,
The
someone
weapons.
moves on the ship, the weapons,
that whole scene with the Marines,
the
going
robot,
Yeah.
the space, the ships, that even down to the helmets. I mean,
come on.
you know. Although that
Yeah.
the very last scene where the guys in the astronaut suit it looked like exactly 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Yeah, to the point.
Yeah,
like
to the
costumes.
T,
This
yeah.
movie was made in 2001.
Oh my god!
Hold on. Did we just crack something?
I
Did
think
we just
cracked the fucking.
I think
code.
we cracked the fucking code.
God. Okay, so
Crack the cold?
That's it.
boo.
Yeah.
Boo.
For the boo soundtrack.
Okay,
Just
yeah.
edit crickets.
We're gonna get down to the tier placement. We're gonna talk what we think about where this should be placed.
Shit.
But before we get there, real quick, we're gonna talk about highlights, favorite parts of the movies, the goofs, and the silly parts of the movies that made us laugh the most. I'm gonna go first.
Of course.
I nominate myself first.
Okay.
I'm gonna say the whole robot fight scene
Okay.
was fucking hilarious, very hysterical.
Okay.
I'm gonna say
These flips are awesome.
the last part where Jason was coming towards the escape ship
Okay.
and the 2001: A Space Odyssey guy
Said,
came and
"Fuck
swooped
you."
by.
Yeah, I like that too.
That
yes.
one was great.
Yeah.
What else was?
I love how you literally predicted 2 lines.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Next
Okay.
game up.
Yes. Okay. So Jaycob, I have a theory that he fucking wrote this.
Yeah,
when he
back
was,
in
like,
2001 when we were in
So
he
first
was
grade?
like 5 years old.
I won't either. I'm not gonna make any comment on that.
Okay. All
I
right.
won't make any comment on that.
He
But
had something to do with
He had
this film.
something, at least a little
the part
bit of
where the
something.
part the part where the guy falls on the screw
Okay.
and then they say what's his status and the girl goes he's screwed. I called that line.
Okay.
And then when he says, where
He
the
gets
guy's like,
stabbed with a
yeah,
pipe.
and he's like, that's not enough to take out this old dog. And then he stabs him again, and he's like, that ought to do it.
Yeah. I swear to God.
I called both of those lines.
Both of those lines.
It was fantastic.
Perfectly.
Yeah, that was
verbatim
really
as
good.
well. But then again, I mean, the first
Not
one
so
is just
often
2
do
words.
you get to like make fun of a movie. Like, oh, that'd be funny if they said that,
This
and
is-
then they
this is
say it.
hysterical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, so good.
That's pretty
Alright,
fucking legendary.
So why is this movie tier 1, Josh?
Oh my god. No, wait. Okay, let's get
You
the
know,
tier list
At
out.
first, I was gonna say like tier 3 for sure, maybe. But then
then
after
at
seeing
the
it, I'm
end-
just like, that's tier 2 for sure.
That
Okay,
has to
alright.
be tier 2.
All right, let's see. You guys are saying tier 2.
I'm saying tier 2 for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, we got Samurai Cop, Troll 2, Ouija Board Experiment 1, Protector 2, Deadly Prey, Deadliest Prey. You think Jason X is on the same
Caliber?
Yeah.
caliber?
I would think so.
I would say so. There's
Well, you know what, guys? Me too.
Yes!
Me too.
we're all in fucking agreement
all
for
in agreement
fucking
here.
Holy
once.
fuck.
So, for people who have seen Jason, what separates this one as far as being so odd, so different from the original Jasons?
So fucking sci-fi.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's the
And
sci-fi element?
space. There's so much CGI in this one. Like, I don't think there's really any CGI in any other one.
Well, since the beginning, like, Friday the 13th is primarily like a rip-off of Halloween.
Well,
From the
you're
very
only
beginning.
talking about the parts that you've seen, right?
What?
You're only talking about the parts that you've seen.
Exactly. All the
Wait,
parts that
yeah,
you've
that-
seen
that's what I was like, I
can
don't know
combine
about
into
rip-off,
one movie.
so-
They made like 10 fucking movies. I can combine into one movie, I feel like, alright?
I mean, aside from them
You
basically
had
having
10 minutes from each
practically the
movie
same
that's
premise.
like a 100-minute movie that's like an hour and 40 minutes, alright? I did the math.
Okay. You went to
So-
school, didn't you?
No.
No. Okay. Anyways.
This has been all So, yeah, I mean, from the beginning, from the history. I'm
How
sorry.
about we hear from the expert, okay?
I'm sorry.
From the Mr. Horror Movie expert.
this horror movie expert
They don't call me
have,
Mr. Horror Movie Expert for nothing.
have all of this? A room?
Oh my god.
A bed?
That's true.
He's got me there. I'm homeless.
He's got you there.
We-
Josh
we-
is home.
We accept donations.
Sorry,
Any
Josh.
bit will help,
I'm
please.
sorry, Josh.
It's all going to
Please.
Josh.
Please
need
continue, Josh.
Wait, what am I continuing on
Okay,
right now?
I will restate my question. My question is, does Jason murder the same way in this movie that he murders in his other movies. I want to know the slashes and gashes. I want to know if they're the same in Jason X as they are in the prior 9 other films. Can you fill me in, Josh?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Trip Dip.
Well, there are definitely some more extreme kills in this one, like the fucking blonde chick when he just freezes her fucking head and just slams that shit.
Which is stupid,
which
because
is
how did
great.
he know it was like some...
Because it's the future,
If it's fog,
man.
dude, have you seen John
Biological,
Carpenter's
identical-
Fog?
Like it was foggy. He was like, "Oh shit!" Like that's what I was frozen.
Even
like,
if you're
I
dead,
didn't know it was just some dry ice and some water. And then he took a little
Why
dip.
would you have a
because
sink of
Jason's
dry
like,
ice and water?
well, like it ain't gonna hurt me. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Eh,
You know,
okay.
that's Jason.
All right,
That's what he
moving
does. He does what
So
he does.
so the frozen murder, that's a good one.
That was fucking brutal. I mean, they didn't show him kill the pilot, but like the way they found his body literally all over the fucking room, that was pretty brutal.
He slashed him up pretty good.
Pretty fucking hardcore.
Head punching was in 7, the Manhattan one. Jason goes to Manhattan.
Is that the only part you saw?
Yes.
Okay.
Can't really,
Oh wait, second part.
can't really
Okay.
know. If, I thought he like crushed his head.
With the dude who's
Yeah,
punching him?
yeah,
No, he punches. No, the dude punches him like for 10 minutes.
yeah. And then his
And
hands
he's
are all
like, "You
fucked up.
motherfucker!" And then Jason punches his head off. It was literally
Did
off.
anyone notice that you said doo-doo?
Dude.
It's very funny.
You said the
It's
doo-doo
very
he
funny.
punches.
I'm glad you're putting our Trip Dip cast at lowest common denominator. I'm glad
This
you can put
episode's
that.
hashtag is doo-doo.
Hashtag dude.
That's D-U-D-E-D-O.
We're
If
already
you-
trending, guys.
If you laugh really hard, please like.
Please please send us the big bucks.
What's the big bucks?
I don't know, $4.
That was fun.
Enough for a hot and ready at Little Caesars.
Please.
I
Please.
can go for something like that.
Oh, fuck
Anyway,
yeah.
so
No, wait, they're closed.
this is pretty surprising. We all
Yeah.
agree instantly, tier 2.
Yeah, tier
This is
2.
weird. Should I disagree?
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like someone should disagree just so we
Okay,
can
so
have some.
I say tier 1. And it's only because...
You know what? I can agree to that.
There's no.
Oh,
no,
shit.
no, wait, no.
Oh, here we
No,
go.
Come
Here
on,
we
come on.
go.
It's not that good.
You know,
Alright.
Let's chill out.
Hey,
It's
all
not that
right.
good.
Why isn't it that
yeah,
good?
why is it not that?
Let me read.
Why is it
Let
not
me read
that?
off. The house, the room, food fight, mammy connection, Deadliest prey.
Again,
I mean, deadly friend.
again, why not?
It doesn't have the lore. It does not have
Hey,
the lore.
it was made because Freddy
That's
versus
about it.
Jason.
That's about it.
That's the production.
The rest of these films went through hardships trying to get them made. It
Are you
has a
fucking
crazy
kidding me?
director. This isn't tier 1. Come on,
All
guys.
right, what do you know about the lore of Jason X?
That it was filler.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Well, what else?
No, that is the lore. I just told you
That
the lore.
is the lore. Look, I'm gonna go to IBD trivia.
You
and
mean
I can-
IMBD?
That's what I
Because
said.
if you went IBD,
Please
that's
rewind
not
that
the real
and
website.
prove Jaycob wrong that I said it right. Now, where's my phone?
Up
I've
your
been drinking.
butt, probably.
No, it's right here.
Look, we all agreed on tier 2. That's where it's gonna go.
Now,
I already
Yeah.
wrote it down.
Josh, do you say tier 1?
No, I would want to say tier 1, but I want to. There's just not. There's a lot of funny parts in this
No,
movie.
there's a lot of funny parts,
But
but
not as
Good
much
Party laughs.
there's not as much awkward acting. People saying
Well, then again, people do say some pretty shitty, fucking dumb things in here.
Like what?
Like when the chick was like,
"You're screwed."
you're screwed.
That ought to do it. The
Oh,
lines I
shit.
called.
Those two lines.
Okay.
Fucking, like when that chick was getting sucked up by the fucking open hole in the wall or
Oh,
whatever,
yeah.
and then she was like,
Oh,
"This
fuck.
sucks on so many."
Oh my god,
levels."
yes!
But
bad.
compared to, I want to say all the other ones in tier 1, it's not every other line. It's not The Room where it's every other line. Miami Connection.
Alright, the room is such high up in caliber that it's impossible.
The Room. It's not Miami
Yeah, it's hard.
Connection.
Almost.
It's not Food Fight.
I feel like even tier 1 movies can't really compete with The Room.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
even though they're all in tier 1 too. Because like The Room is like that's like God tier right there.
Yeah.
We might have to make a
all
God
of tier
tier.
1s are God tier.
I think The Room is it's in a class of its own, really.
Yeah.
Food Fight is up there with The Room.
Lore-wise, probably.
Yeah, lore wise, really.
But
They
not
all
really
got the
movie.
lores. This one doesn't have. This one sits perfectly next to Samurai Cop and Troll 2, I think. It fits nice and snug, nice tucked.
I don't think in
Tucked
any
in
of those
bed.
movies I've seen someone kill a girl with another girl.
Yeah, but have you
Where he
seen?
swung her in that fucking
That's
bed.
awesome. Yes, I love that.
And then
Oh,
you hear
wait,
just
the-
like,
the-
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
giggling and laughing. And
Like,
then,
you know, they're like hot chicks, and,
and
then
then
they're
he just
like,
slams her on the fucking tree.
Well, you could say that for a lot of tier 2 movies. There's a lot of stuff that happens in all of those that
like
don't happen.
what?
Okay, what about Deadly Prey, where he picks up a guy like a log and swings him into someone else?
Dude, does that dude have titties? I didn't fucking think
Yeah, I
so.
didn't see any
Josh?
titties in Deadly Prey.
There you go.
But there's titties in Samurai Cop.
Where?
In the first Samurai Cop?
Yeah.
No, in the second.
The
yeah.
second one, there's...
But
No,
in
there's
the
tits
first
in the
one?
first one.
First one?
Are we gonna
really?
have a tit debate?
We're gonna have
This
to.
is gonna be our
we're
most
gonna
viewed
have to.
episode.
There's
if we
no
do.
way. Oh wait, which part?
Yeah, which part
I
is the
feel like
first
there
Samurai
is,
Cop?
but I can't remember.
There's like multiple sex scenes. Are you serious in Samurai Cop 1?
Well, they didn't show tits of the chick that he was in love with.
Yeah, they did.
You show her ass, but did you show her shits?
Yes.
I don't think they showed her tits.
Yes.
No, I don't.
No, but you know, I
Yes.
think I'm recalling when he fucked that the blonde cop.
Even if it wasn't that girl that they didn't show her tits, I promise you, there's other tits in the movie. If you guys want boobies,
I think Josh will remember tits, right?
That's true. I would remember tits.
there's boobies in Samurai Cop 1. I
Hey,
swear to God.
shut up! I'm trying to.
Hey, Samurai Cop
Name
had
the
an
trivia.
entire random
Okay,
lesbian
look,
scene.
I'm for Jason
Protector
X.
2, I could say there's no boobies, but there is the RZA blowing up in
With
a fiery flame death.
Shit, he has a point, Josh. I don't know.
Look, this movie is tier 2. We're gonna go ahead and stamp it in as a collective.
Hold on.
Why don't we
Hold
celebrate
on.
the fact that all of us agree on tier 2? Here
Hold
we go.
on. Let me name the trivia,
Okay.
and then we can move on with our
Okay.
lives. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Are you leaning the? I know you're in tier 2.
Well, no.
You
Don't try to make
you
it
and fucking
biased.
Hitler.
I'm in tier
okay.
2 right now, but if you can
Don't try to
convince me
make it
tier 1,
biased.
I will fucking...
I'm in tier 3 or 1. I'm not in tier 2.
Wait,
Oh.
what? 3 or 1?
Yeah, I don't know how you make that jump.
Anyways, go
I
ahead.
feel
Go
like
ahead
it's
with
not
the
tier
trivia.
1, it's tier 2.
All right,
Okay,
look,
so I'm in
but wait.
tier.
Real quick, before you
Zero.
go on with the trivia, let's
What?
agree that we won't be biased, and we'll just take the trivia how it is. We're not gonna let it push us
That's fine.
Alright.
This is the first time reading
into
it.
it. Okay,
No,
all right,
it's
It's the
okay,
first
all
time
right.
reading this for
All right, go
everybody.
ahead,
This is Nick's Trivia Minute.
Alright, I'm sold. Tier 1, let's go.
Oh my God.
Ugh. Okay, so this is the first trivia. The first film in the Friday the 13th series that relies on digital effects for death and gore shots. Don't. What are you doing?
I'm just making sure this pen works. Can you keep reading? God damn it!
The virtual 80s scene was originally meant to be much more detailed, including a number of topless women playing volleyball. One idea...
Wait, that's was supposed to. That didn't happen. So please move on to the next part.
Again, we're
Okay.
talking about lore, okay?
Okay, but that never happened. So.
Okay, we're talking about lore. We're not
Okay,
talking
but
about
the
what
lore
happened.
for the room, food fight, Miami Connection, Deadly Friend, the house, those did happen.
Okay,
That one
the
didn't happen.
lore of being a food fight, fucking, what, wide release film?
Yeah.
Of food, fucking
Okay,
the
the
room.
lore for taking $60 million did happen. The room, Tommy Wiseau being
Okay, this
fucking
is-
crazy,
this
that did
discussion-
happen. Okay, but the scene with plenty of tits didn't happen. So please move on.
Okay, so
Well,
this
there
conversation
were
didn't
two
really
chicks
happen.
with
There were
tits.
2, but it wasn't a whole room like that thing said. So please move on to the
Okay,
next.
so this conversation didn't happen, though. Correct or not?
Correct.
Oh!
Correct. Tier
Correct.
2.
Thank you, Tor.
If that
fucking
didn't
lore.
happen, tier
Thank you,
2.
lore. Thank you. Anyways, the virtual 80 scene was originally meant to be more titties, but of course, including a number of topless women playing volleyball. One idea even included an appearance of oh my god, Pamela Voorhees, Jason's mother, and it even went so far to have Jason attack her, showing the extent of just how evil he had become. The latter idea being dropped.
But that didn't happen.
Jason Voorhees' eyes never blink when they are shown. Okay?
But
Hey,
they
that's-
do.
I
They
get
do
that's
blink.
true.
It did
That's
blink
true.
in the film, though.
Well, how
No,
come
they
it's in the trivia?
They did.
Yeah. Can we go back?
Yeah, we're
I'm gonna
gonna have
prove
to
you
go back
wrong
and watch
right
this
here.
whole fucking movie.
Alright, I'm gonna...
Pause.
We're back, everybody.
Okay,
They
so
blinked.
I'm glad
They
that
clearly
I
blinked.
proved Jaycob
They
wrong.
clearly
Finally,
fucking blinked.
They did
the
not
film
blink
only
well.
stuffed a couple of seconds
Hey.
of cuts and alterations to earn an R rating, making it the least censored entry of the entire Friday the 13th series. At around 121 minutes, Voices trivia. The music played during Voices' first look at the virtual reality Camp Crystal Lake is the same musical score as the one in Friday the 13th Part 2. During a Q&A, the Scream editor Tom
When are we
Farmer
gonna stop him?
joked that they
When
were
are we gonna
probably...
fucking tell him to shut up?
Excuse me.
Me
probably-
and Josh are putting
Excuse
it in tier
me.
2.
I'm sorry, did we have a vote? Is this not a triptych democracy?
Let's go right now. Tier placement,
Democracy.
ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna start with Josh.
Me? Shit. Don't do that on me.
We're gonna start with Josh.
Pass. I'm
Pass?
We're gonna
What
start-
do you-
we're gonna
what-
go with
no,
Nick.
no,
We're
what
gonna
do
go
you
with Nick.
think?
We're gonna go with
What do I
Nick.
think?
What do you think, Josh?
I'll tell you right fucking now, dude. This is tier 2.
Alright, we all know your decision. Josh, what is your decision? Come on.
It's tier 2. Come on.
Come on,
I
Josh.
feel like the fact that, like, you know, it's a filler movie gives it a little bit of a lore, you know?
Really
Yeah, but that's such a small lore. Okay, compared to all the other ones, come on, man.
Yeah, but I mean, the real lore with The Room is just the fact that he's fucking crazy.
No, you have a whole book written about the lore. The Disaster. You have a whole fucking
my
book written
God.
about the lore. You can't get a fucking whole book out of this shit.
Now look, we don't know the full extent of Jason X.
Oh my god. You just read the whole trivia. You literally read trivia
Look, you
on
can't
stuff
blink.
that never
And
happened.
Josh wanted to
Oh
put
my
in tier
God.
1, I say tier 1.
No.
I fucking
Come
knew
on,
it
come
from the
on.
beginning.
Don't do this shit. We all agreed on tier 2. Let's all agree for
Okay,
once that
okay,
it's
on
tier
three. On-
fucking 2.
On 3. Seriously now.
Tier 3?
Alright,
That's what you're saying now?
No, not
I
tier-
guess. Tier 3. We're pulling rank?
No, fuck that.
No, on
Alright,
3.
so tier 2.
We'll fucking yell our response. No bullshit. No
Alright.
jokes.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, that didn't help at all. But, okay, alright. 1, 2, 3.
Tier 2.
Oh!
There you go.
No!
He said it. Tier 2, we both agree. We're pulling rank and we're stamping it in, you piece of shit.
Josh,
J,
what are you
A,
doing?
S,
No,
O, N, X. It's there. Tier 2, ladies and gentlemen. You heard Josh say it here.
No.
Josh says tier 2. I say tier 2. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you on the next
No.
one when we will watch Hard Ticket to Hawaii.
That's going to be our next one for sure.
It's Hard Ticket to Hawaii. We promise you.
Promise
All the
you.
fans out there who've been waiting so long, it's coming next time. Just
I
make
know.
sure
No,
to
we
save
said
the
last
notifications. Put your notifications on. Put those bells on for to get every
the last
single
time.
update that
Oh.
we get.
We've said it multiple times, but this time for sure. Promise.
Hard Ticket to Hawaii, ladies and gentlemen. This has been Triple Dipple Shitless. Jason X Tier 2. We will see you next time.
Waka waka whack!